everybody, Hooper's Cat. 2017 will be over, and yet again the world has not ended. Or maybe it did and this is all my dream. Anyway, Happy New Year 2018. But what did 2017 bring for us preppers? Let's have a look. The big story of the year, I think, for me, was how many people mostly got really excited about the threat of North Korea attacking the United States of America. And a few, like Mike Helton, responded sensibly to it. But the vast majority of people got really agitated, and including mainstream media, about what would be a suicide run from North Korea if they ever did attack America without cause. And as we all know, war creates financing for military-industrial complex, so maybe that's where that one came from. So if you got worried about North Korea in 2017, try and refocus your prepping aims a little bit. Are you actually prepping for reality, or are you prepping for a Hollywood movie? Well, think about that in 2018. The other one, which is kind of a late-on story, but kind of similar but related, was the number of preppers out there that actually wrote serious articles and then also did serious videos on America being invaded by the United Nations. Some people, like Reality Prepper, very sensibly pointed out that's just idiocy, really. The desire's not there, the money's not there, the political will's not there, and the sheer numbers of troops are not there. But nevertheless, it suits some people's agendas to push for things like this. UN issues rare early warning for civil unrest in US. US invasion confirmation. So are you spending a lot of time looking at this type of sites, this sort of information, to learn how to adapt and respond to any possible problems in the world? I would consider that maybe you want to think about what you're really likely to suffer from. What you're likely to suffer from is the weather and food and economics and healthcare. Yeah, this is unlikely. Two of the main stories for me in prepping this year was definitively the approaching threat of robots and AI. And I'm seeing it at work. It's becoming a major thing, and a lot of preppers aren't really that too bothered about it. But yeah, when you look at these sites, some of them, you kind of wonder what on earth they're absolutely going on about. You know, get a gas mask for your dog, apparently. Interesting. The other one, which is not a huge story for prepping, which is a huge story for prepping, is net neutrality. The continued corporate control of every aspect of developed nations' lives and people. Banking control, financial control, economic control, educative control, tax control, government control. And yeah, the net has been a wild west of thought and things, and there's bad things for that. Yeah, people might join ISIS because they view ISIS videos. You know, even worse and more troubling is people might think there's an ice age coming because they watch videos that tell them that's the case. Whatever, I think people are adults and they can figure out their own stuff, and I think the ending of net neutrality is probably not a great thing for prepping or for society. So yeah, a lot of people are doing sensible warnings about all this, and we should probably be listening to them more. So yeah, so that was the major news events in 2017 that I saw on the internet for prepping. The other major one, which I'll talk about now, is Donald Trump. Liberal preppers apparently are now terrified of Donald Trump, so liberal preppers are getting guns and going to gun ranges and buying MREs. And various preppers have talked about whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Most people kind of appreciate the fact that it isn't actually a thing at all. A lot of people who are socialist or liberal have been prepping for quite some time, and it's got naff all to do with Donald Trump. It's easy to blame Donald Trump because he's an emotive figure. But I think most people who are into prepping, who've come into prepping in 2017, come into it because they're very, very worried about the economy and about the weather, and about whether society can continue to extract all the oil and gas and minerals that it requires to continually keep expanding the economy. Most people who've got more than one brain cell know that that's not possible using just the Earth. Now, if we can get out into the near solar system and harvest a lot of essential materials from asteroids and stuff like that, then yeah, extractive capitalism can continue on its merry way, having no external costs and free goods, which aren't free, and there is always external costs. So I think for me, that's one of the major issues with prepping right now, is a lot of people I talk to, I'm not talking as if I'm a prepper, but a lot of people I talk to are absolutely scared stiff that the economy is going to collapse in 2018 and the rest of it. And you just know as soon as January 1st happens, there'll be a ton of videos online. Economic collapse 2018, and then they do this every year, and these people keep getting people subbing them, and they keep getting people doing the same thing every year and after year. But the truth is, in economics, in modern neo-capitalist economics, the longer you are from a recession, the steeper and deeper the recession, and the longer the recovery will be to the next false boom. So we haven't really had a recession since 2008. One could argue it's been a slow recession. That's not what's happening. What's happened is a slow transition of wealth from the poor and the middle class to the upper classes, and an ongoing, expanding, exponentially expanding method. But we haven't actually had an economic recession, so I'm expecting one in 2018. Maybe 2018, maybe 2020, but I'm expecting one. So one of the things I've done with my investments is I've switched about a quarter of them to cash holdings, and the other half that's left over is actually basically in bonds. It'll protect me to some degree, protecting me to a large degree in 2008, and I'm going to do that again. Remember, when everybody's buying stocks, don't buy them. When everybody's selling stocks, buy them, and you'll probably be okay. But you know, paper is just digits now online and can go at any minute. So consider how risky your position is in terms of your home and your car and your ability to feed your family based upon money. Is that all that you have to prepare for economic reversal? Because if it is, you're probably in deep trouble if there is a severe economic reversal. Yeah, so that's basically it for the big news trends of 2017 and what I think will happen in 2018. Hooples care. Happy New Year.